Hey, what's going on, baby? Back in the saddle. Here we are doing the Absolute Lee Show again. Depending on when you're listening to this, guaranteed that it's the year 2025. So, welcome to the future. How fun is that? Yeah, man. Was on the road for a little over a week doing all the holiday stuff. Kind of felt like it felt weird. I'll say this, like about the move is that being away from Nashville for 7 or 8 days, I started itching wanting to come back. It was nice. Felt like I was getting out of my step, getting out of lockstep a little bit. So we're here, we're back. I've got some new colored glasses for you. Dude, I don't know. I'm not even, sorry, burping again in the first 30 seconds. My goodness. I have my plethora of drinks. I don't know. I'm not trying to be like, I'm the colored lens guy, just trying to find my angle or whatever, but I just kind of naturally am the colored lens guy. I just love how the world looks through them, man. It's like an Instagram filter for your face. It's pretty. I don't know, especially this time of year, dude. It's like all dark all the time. You put these things on, the sky is bluer, the trees are bluer, everything's much bluer. Everything's kind of blue, which is nice. It's like that song. It was a hit song for a reason, baby. Man, I'm so glad that we got to come in the studio today because I had one of the worst things that's ever happened to me happen yesterday, dude. It was like, it's one of those stories. It's like the hero story that, of course, doesn't end up going well. Um, I'm back in the gym. It's a gym story. It's one of those. I'm trying to get back in the gym. Classic beginning of the year guy back in the gym. But hey, man, got to keep it tight. I can't just tense up while I drive grip the steering wheel and expect that to be my workout. Even though it does kind of work. Just the anxious workout. Just always kind of keeping your body tense and fast twitch. You never know when you're going to have to dip out. But so anyway, I'm back in the gym. Shout out to the YMCA. Great YMCA. Every YMCA is good. I think some darkness has happened there before, though, because the locker room situation is wild. It's like open air. Like you can't get naked in it. And every door says, keep this door open. It's neither here nor there, but I'm either way, solid YMCA. Good sauna setup. Boy, do I love the sauna. God. Not to just be another bald guy with a podcast telling you to go and use the sauna, but man, it feels so good. I love the sauna. That's an interesting thing about this sauna. Co-ed. Co-ed sauna. It's like a big old double, triple sauna, and everyone can go in there. And can I say something? I don't like that. I think that, shared spaces, shared gender spaces are good in a lot of scenarios. And I think in a lot of scenarios, they're kind of split up in ways that maybe they shouldn't be. But sauna is one of them. Sauna, I only want to sit in a sauna with dudes. I only want to sit in a sauna with dudes. Everyone's too sweaty. It's simply too sweaty for boys and girls to be in the same room. Girls feel weird just because it's like one girl for every 10 dudes in there. So that's already a bad scenario for her. I do believe that she'd rather be sitting in a room full of girls. And then the guys, every guy in there, either one, you are a problem and you are a sexual deviant. And then that becomes an issue because either you're, staring at her too much or Lord knows that you try to talk to her or move. I mean, that's not good. Make some sort of move. Or you're like most guys and you're sitting there and you're just like, man, I wish this is kind of uncomfortable. I wish that there wasn't a super, super sweaty girl sitting 5 feet away from me. That's neither here nor there. I do like the sauna I don't know. I love the old man wisdom that comes in a sauna, dude. Go in there, just see a couple old dudes clinging on to their life in the sauna. It's so wild, man, seeing an old guy in the sauna just absolutely, they're microdosing death. They are so close to the edge, dude. They got their keys taken away, and they need a way to feel alive, so they go and cook themselves in a public oven at the YMCA, dude. And that's another reason why I like it to be, boys and girls, is because every sauna I've ever been into, it's kind of funny, dude. Not to make fun of them or anything, but like a naked 80-year-old man is a hilarious thing to see. It's also humbling. You're out in the gym and you're trying to keep it tight and you're drinking your protein shake. And then at the end of your workout, you go and get in a sauna and you just see the inevitability of time. That's what's up. But now everyone's in there all covered up because it's boys and girls. And I don't know. It just doesn't seem right. Like I want to go in there and see a little man just fully naked, covered up by a towel. Just a little towel wrapped around his waist, but it doesn't work because his balls are down around his ankles anyway. That's it. I go in there like wanting some advice, and then I end up just having to be a full lifeguard for these old men, just staring off into the corner, seeing their sweet Ethel. I love the sauna. So I hit the sauna. This story is going long. You'll know what the worst thing that's ever happened to me is when I get there. So hit the sauna just for like 5 minutes, go in there fully clothed, stretch it out, roll it out a little bit, listening to some music, getting in the zone. Because the working out, man, I'll be honest with it, I don't like it. I hate to exercise. No, I like to exercise, but my favorite kind of exercise is just like, I don't know, going on a long walk. I don't know. I don't necessarily worship at the Iron Throne, I force myself to do it, but it's not, I don't love it. I like working out in an organic way. When you get to the gym and it's like, maybe I'm just projecting. Of course I'm projecting. That's all anything is. But I don't know. I just get uncomfortable. You go there, everyone's doing their own thing. I definitely walk in with zero plan. I have an idea of like what part of my body I want to work out. And then I have a couple, exercises that I equate with working out certain parts of the body. But ultimately I just kind of walk in and just nervously walk around for about 45 minutes, work out for about 25, and then go to the sauna, which is my refuge. But yesterday I was like, no, this is the first workout of the year. We're getting after it. Hit cardio pretty hard. Okay, then I'm over there lifting some weights, classic. Hit the bench press, then I'm doing one of these machines, then I'm doing one of these machines. I'm just moving my body, doing some legs, getting a good workout in. Then the endorphins start going. Now I'm feeling good. Now I'm no longer nervous. Now I'm walking around with a little bit of a pump. I'm like, look good, feel good. Here we go, baby. Lee's at the gym. And then I noticed this young woman over on a Stairmaster. The Stairmaster, okay? And there's like a row of maybe 10 Stairmasters, and she's there at the end. And she's getting after it. And then an old creepy guy walks up and stands on the Stairmaster right next to her. And there was 9 other Stairmasters that he could have picked, and then he picked the one that was just directly next to this young lady who was mastering the stairs. Stairmaster, already a hard thing for a person to do at the gym anyway, especially a young lady, but, anybody. It's hard. It's like I'm talking about being self-conscious at the gym, and then you're doing the hardest machine at the gym, and you are about 6 feet in the air. So if you're a young lady or a young budded man, then you're putting your butt fully up there, quite literally on a pedestal for any creep to look at, for any creep to come and, try to get into that sphere. So it's already it's probably the most uncomfortable machine in the gym, other than the one where you can't see, but just fully spread your legs. That one's kind of weird too. But so this lady's on a Stairmaster, and then this creepy old guy comes and gets on the Stairmaster next to her. Doesn't even turn it on. He doesn't even turn his Stairmaster on. He's sitting there. He's leaning up like that cool guy in it. He's got like that weird hair that it's like mostly spray paint, like there's some cotton candy hanging on, and then you spray it and then it's thick. It's a bad look, but whatever. And he's talking to this girl, and the girl's completely giving him the cold shoulder and ignoring him, and she's got her headphones in, and then at one point she takes her headphone out and is like, yeah, what's up? And then he's talking to her, and then they kind of share a laugh, like a nervous laugh, but overall this girl does not want this guy. talking to her. It's what it seemed like. Okay. Like the machine wasn't even on, right? So I'm sitting there, my endorphins are going, and I'm like, okay, I should probably just keep my nose out of it, but hey, I'm going to go over there and say something to this dude just in passing, and hopefully he'll leave this girl alone. And I know that that's annoying. It's like, but that the world has kind of gotten so ugly these days that now that a move like that would be called like white knighting or something. And maybe it is. I don't know. My intention was pure. It really was. You know, I'm engaged to be wed. My intention was just to, you know, I saw something in the world that I deemed to be wrong. I wanted to right it. So I walk up to the Stairmasters and I talk to the old guy, and it's not like I'm like walking over with my chest pumped out. I'm walking over kind of meekly, but I walk over to the dude and I'm like, hey man, why don't you turn your machine on? And he's like, what? And I was like, if you're going to just sit here and talk to this girl, at least, pretend that you're not just hitting on her. Turn the machine on, get a little workout in. And then the girl's kind of looking at me and she's like smirking. And I'm like, all right, this is fine. And then I go, just leave her alone, man. What are you even doing? And the guy takes his headphone out and he looks at me and he goes, you dumbass. This is my daughter. This is my daughter. It was his daughter, okay? So here's the thing. I start backpedaling. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Here's the deal. Was I in the wrong? Sure. Yes. Mind your own business, okay? I was in the wrong. But my intentions, like I was saying, intentions equal pure. My intentions were pure. I'm still vindicated. This guy was her biological father. He still was a creep, though. He was a complete creep, because what would a good dad say in that scenario? He'd laugh it off and be like, oh, buddy, that's awkward. But hey, man, thanks for, appreciate you looking out for my daughter or whatever. That would be the response of like a reasonable man. This guy got so pissed at me. And he was like, who do you think you are? Is this what you do? Is this what you do? You go around at gyms trying to sleep with women like this? You think you're so good? He used the word white knight. He called me a white knight. So then, instead of backpedaling, because my initial response was like, dude, I'm sorry, my bad. And then he starts stressing me down. And then I go, hey, man, you are a creep. It doesn't matter if you're related to her. You should be thanking me, because a stinky old man was talking to your daughter, and it just happened to be your dad. Either way, man, it was so embarrassing. I definitely immediately just left the gym. It wasn't the end of my workout, but man, it was the end of my workout, dude. God, it was brutal. Oh, so embarrassing. But hey, it is the fitness journey, man. We got to get back. We got to get back, dude. I got to get ready for the golf season, baby. It's my number one jam. I don't know. It's a golf hoodie that I'm wearing right now. It's God. Ladies, just let your man play golf. It's good for the human brain. We get out there, we're driving around or walking around in a little field, no phone, getting into sunlight. It's the most vulnerable men will get in a golf cart, just talking. And it's not much, but it is something. God, dude, I love golf. You go out on the golf course, you get paired up with people that rule. I've never met a true asshole on the golf course. You might meet one, but then you do have like this thing that kind of links you together. You're buddies. There's a unifying thing. You're out there on the golf course. Did I talk about Brogan on the first episode? Can't remember. I don't think I did, dude. This absolute legend of a guy that I met on the golf course in Cincinnati. Dude, this guy, it was 8:30 in the morning on a Tuesday in the summer, okay? Tuesday in the summer, 8:30 a.m., pull up to the golf course, have a tee time. Me and my boy Spencer, we're out there. We both managed to hit the fairway on the first hole, and then as we are about to leave, we see a golf cart just ripping right up the middle of the fairway, coming back at us, coming back towards the first tee, and we're like, all right, this is weird. And this guy just squeals up, hits the brakes. He hops out of the car. He's about 6'5", strapped with muscle, big old tall, young, handsome dude. and he's got these really intense eyes. And he gets in and he's like, "Hey, boys, what's up? Hey, we got 2 foursomes of old men up there ahead of us. They're walking. It's going to be a slow day. What do you say I link up with you guys? We become good friends." And we're like, "All right, pretty intense energy. Sure. Hop on in, dude. Hop on in." It's 8:30 in the morning on Tuesday. This dude proceeds to throw a ball down on the ground, doesn't even tee it up, gets out a 2-iron. If you know, then you know how crazy that is to hit. If you don't know, imagine trying to shoot a basketball with a bowling ball. It's hard. It's like a high degree of difficulty. This guy just stripes a 2-iron off the deck about 290 yards down the middle of the fairway. Looking at my boy, I'm like, this guy's a dog. He's a ringer, okay? We're having a good time. Get down to the first green. He pops it up onto the green, 2 putts for a par. My buddy's chipping. And Brogan walks over to me, and he goes, "Hey, man, just want to get ahead of this. Don't want to make you uncomfortable. But on my off days, I like to do a little cocaine." And I'm like, "Hey, man, no judgment here. Get after it." 8:30 on a Tuesday. He goes, "You want to do some?" And I'm like, "I don't." You know, maybe if you had asked me when I was 22, 23, I would have said yes, absolutely. But again, not to beat the dead horse here, 8:30 in the morning on a Tuesday, okay? Just doing cocaine. So I'm not gonna say anything to the guy. This is kind of dude you meet out on the golf course, you know? You'll meet a preacher, and you'll meet this kind of guy, Brogan, dude, the legend, the absolute legend. We played 18 holes. Every other hole, Brogan busted out a little baggie. Hit a couple snoots, okay? Shoved a couple up his little nose, you know? He used that key enough that when he got home and stuck it in the key hole, it went, okay? He probably did about 18 or 19 bumps, okay? Every other hole, so 9 times, did a couple, right? 18, 19 bumps cocaine. He smoked 2 or 3 joints. He had a nicotine pouch in the entire time while ripping cigs. At the turn, he got 2 cups of coffee and 6 tall boy White Claws, killed all of those. He was on every chemical that you could get your hands on at that point. He was definitely on some sort of benzo because he somehow managed to be chill. This guy got so messed up. I'm talking, 4 joints, 6 beers, 20 bumps of cocaine, nicotine the entire time. If I had ingested what he had ingested, I wouldn't have been able to walk or get up the next morning. It probably would have killed me. He shot a 73. He shot a 73. He shot a 73, dude. And to his credit, we get back to the clubhouse. I don't see how he's even standing or walking. This guy just gets right off of his golf cart, leaves it in the parking lot. Uber comes and picks him up. Guy's a professional. He knew exactly what he was there to do. He Ubered to the golf course at like 8 a.m. Shot a 73, dude. Think about that guy all the time. God, do I think about that guy all the time. Just a big, tall, strapping man who will probably be dead in 5 years, dude. He was 26. That's a, oof. Not sustainable, my boy. Not sustainable. Gotta tell you what blew my mind, man. This green hoodie kind of reminded me of it. Shout out my boy Andrew for the hoodie. My future brother-in-law. Here, tell me if this is cute. I was thinking of calling all my brother-in-laws Bill. Or Billy. B-I-L. Call all the brother-in-laws Billy. Call my one sister-in-law Silly. Hell yeah. I think I'm going to do that. Silly and Billy. Just spitballing out here with my friends. Just out here spitballing, dude. But the green hoodie is geeking me out. I'm telling you what, you want to see here. This I'm gonna do an impression of a guy who was kind of forced into watching Wicked and didn't think he would like it, and then ended up thinking it's one of the best movies he's ever seen. This is the impression of that guy. It's me. Holy cow, Wicked, dude. From the westward sky. God, the whole movie ripped. It was so good. It's crazy. Ariana Grande. Ah, man, I should know the other one's name. I'm sorry. I don't want to just call her the black green girl, but she ripped. She stole every scene. The movie was really good, and there's all sorts of like fun, wild stories about the Wizard of Oz and like what it's an allegory for, and this, that, and the other. And what's her name? Yeah, Cynthia and Riva. Oh yeah, dude, she's about to win an EGOT. She's gonna. There's no way she doesn't win the Oscar this year. Everyone just gobbled that movie up so much. It's a shame. Like the little press tour that they went on, where they both just kind of went and sat on couches next to each other, and they acted like they were each other's therapy animal. That was a little off-putting. Like, I wish they hadn't have done that, but now looking back on that, they probably did it just so everyone would, start. I don't know. I don't know what press is. Like, people at the tops of, record labels now are like, we need everyone to hate you so that eventually they go and see the movie, find out it's good. Wicked 2 is going to sell $1 billion in the first day because Wicked 1, huge. Wicked 2, when Wicked 2 comes out, you know who else is going to want to see it? Everyone who saw Wicked 1, all the girls, plus all of their boyfriends and husbands who watched it with them and are now fully on board. Sign me up for Wicked 2. It was really good. One thing that does get me super worked up, I was talking about it with my lady and my friend Malili. Ariana Grande, her like little boyfriend now, the guy who played SpongeBob, Ethan something, man, hate him so much. Hate that guy a lot. He is the definition of a cuckold and also a bad guy. Do you guys know about this? Let's dish. Oh my God. Ariana Grande, Ethan Slater, Ethan hater. God, I'm an Ethan Slater hater. He sucks, dude. He's this little, clearly a talented guy, but he's just this little twinky ginger from Broadway. Literally played SpongeBob. If you have the nasal register to play SpongeBob, you're not a man. Sorry. You're a little boy. So he was a successful little singer boy, and then he got his high school sweetheart pregnant. Okay, she's 4 months pregnant. She's a doctor. She's killing it. Let's be honest. She's carrying the ship, all right? I know what I am, okay? I'm a little artist boy who wants to perform on the stage. It's coming together. It's working, but I need me a lady with the solid job, I got my Yonsei. I got my Yonsei. She's up in the hospital, keeping it real, okay? So that's what this guy, so Ethan Slater, I'm an Ethan Slater hater, he had him a doctor wife while he was like, no, I just want to be up on the stage. God, he was poor for so long, dude. So long. He gets cast to be in Wicked. He's playing Bach in Wicked. Bach with a Q, dude. He moves his doctor wife, who is 4 months pregnant, over to England so that they can do Wicked. They're over there for 2 or 3 months. He looks his pregnant wife in the face and goes, sorry, I'm with Ariana Grande now. Dude, man, I can't even talk about it with getting worked up, dude. It makes me really judge Ariana. She's a damn little homewrecker, man. But it makes me just hate Ethan Hater, dude. That guy sucks. There's no way that they have like practical lovemaking practices. He's gotta just be a cuck. There's no way. He looks bad. He looks like a little marionette puppet. He looks like if SpongeBob was a human without yellow skin. And he is a little jaundicey, and I don't like that he did it. And maybe I'm just projecting. And, the other take is like, yeah, it's a win for the nerds getting to be with like one of the great pop stars of our time. But no, it's not. He should have stayed in his lane. He's a little singer boy with a little wife who's going to have his little sponge baby. And then instead, he's like, he just had to get a taste of the superstardom or whatever. And I guess it's enticing or whatever, but boo. Wicked great, Ethan Slater bad. Ariana kind of bad. I don't know, no judgment. We've all done some dirt. We've all done some dirt, but Ariana, what are you thinking? Because she's just there's no way they end up together. She is in a phase. She's like, I'm a musical theater girl now, so I need a little boyfriend who's a dweeb. And then when she goes to the next thing, whatever it will be, I don't know. So funny that I'm going off on this tangent, dude. Wicked rocked my damn socks. Yeah, he is a cuck, dude. He's awful. Ethan Slater, dude. No one likes you. Nah. The internet can be an awful place. We don't need to pile on old Ethan Slater. Everyone's already mad on there anyway. Dude. Everyone's mad at billionaires. I get it. Ariana will be a damn billionaire soon. Good Lord. Everyone's mad at a billionaire. And it's understandable why people get mad at billionaires, you know. They've got it all. Everyone would like to think that if they had it all, then they would spread the love. I think some people do. Some people might do that, you know. Old Jeff Bezos, he's got enough money to give everybody what? Like something like every soul on earth, he could give everyone like $3,000. And then the irony of that is if he did that, then we would all just go to Amazon.com and get a TV for every room in our house. You know? I don't know. Billionaires aren't that. Who are we kidding, man? They kind of suck. There's been some good ones, but then once you get that billion, something kind of clicks in. I think you forget what it is to be a human being. You know? I don't know. Muskie's done plenty of good, but ultimately he just kind of freaks me out. I think he wants it to be like a robot future, and I'm not super into that. I don't know. Taylor Swift's a billionaire. Everyone seems to like her. She's pretty cool. I don't know. I've got a theory, man. Jeff Bezos isn't evil. If he was evil, he'd go by Jeffrey. Do you agree with that? Full name, Jeffrey Bezos. Everyone's like, oh my God, Jeff Bezos and Amazon, they're so evil. They make their employees pee in the water bottles. It's like, yeah, that's Jeff Bezos, dude. Jeffrey Bezos makes them drink it. You know, Jeffrey Bezos is on some true evil stuff. Can't go full name, man. Full name, a Jeffrey? Jeffrey's a pretty evil name, man. I mean, Jeffrey Osmus, he even goes by Jeff most of the time, dude. That's the only acceptable Jeffrey. Him and the one from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith's butler, Jeffrey. He's good. Other than that, you got Jeffrey Epstein, Jeffrey Dahmer. That's only two, but God, it's about as bad as it gets. Jeffrey Bezos would be so scary. If he came out, because he's already a little bit scarier since he packed on all the muscle. Good for him, though. Here's the thing about Jeff Bezos. Can't hate him too much. He's a bald guy. You know, I kind of got to stick up for my fellow bald guys. He started off like selling books or something. Now he sells everything. I don't know. I'm just glad he doesn't go by Jeffrey, I guess what I'm saying. Bub. Wicked really got its wicked little claws in me, dude. I was watching it. They got talking animals. What's that an allegory for? Dude? God dang. Loved it, man. Really got me, last episode I was talking about like my musical theater history. It really made me think. I was like, gosh, maybe that's what I was supposed to be. Maybe that's why I hate Ethan Slater, is because I want to be him, dude. Maybe, dude, I'm just born for the stage. And I love stand-up so much, but maybe subconsciously I wish that I was up there just fully singing show tunes. God. Popular. You're gonna be popular. That's a girl one. But you get it, man. Oh, God. I just loved it. That just really spoke to me, dude. I came up like that. I've got a very feminine bent to me, you know? Came up, big Backstreet Boy guy. Huge Backstreet Boy guy. First concert, 1998, Backstreet Boys. Backstreet Boys founded in Kentucky. They're all Kentucky boys. Brian Littrell of the Backstreet Boys went to my high school. Tate's Creek. Kevin Richardson, his cousin. Are you kidding me? I'm not saying that I did serve him a burrito at Chewy's in 2011, but I did. So we're pretty close. I love the damn boys, dude. Nick Carter, Brian Littrell, Kevin Richardson, Howie Day, and then, of course, the bad boy, A.J. McLean. Everybody wanted to be A.J. secretly. You know? I did lip sync, in sync for an elementary school talent show. I think I told you guys that already. It wasn't Backstreet Boys, but it wasn't because I liked NSYNC more. It's because I respected the Backstreet Boys too much to go up there and lip sync one of their songs. It was a respect thing, man. And then you look at it today, if you got to go back, I think Backstreet over NSYNC, dude. Because you look at what happened to NSYNC. They all put their eggs in one basket. They all put their eggs in the JT basket, man. Justin Timberlake, dude, if you're going to be a boy band, it's got to be about the band. It can't be about one boy. So what did the Backstreet Boys do? They grew up to Backstreet Men. They grew up to Backstreet Men. They can still tour, fill up an arena of women my age and older and younger because they stuck together. They knew no boy was bigger than the band. You stand out on the back street together. But NSYNC, no, they left. JT left, and now he, God love his heart, going through it. Lance Bass is a gay astronaut. Joey Fatone is just like wants to be on Hot Ones so bad. Chris Kirkpatrick works for QVC, and JC Chazé has an OnlyFans. It's shelf life, baby. Shelf life. Backstreet Boys had the shelf life. I'm sorry. It's just a fact. NSYNC had their hits, but it's about longevity, and that's what I'm trying to do here at the Absolute Lee Show, baby. Trying to be that sixth Backstreet Boy. Trying to be in Wicked. That's what I want to do. I want to be in Wicked 3. Not really. I just want to keep doing this podcast, keep going out there, doing some jokes, and that's what I'm going to keep doing, man. So I'm in love with you all. I think we should all be boyfriends and girlfriends. I'm just kidding. I'm taken. A fiance. Don't suggest such a thing. But I'm feeling good for the future, baby. I'm feeling good. Who knows? This will come out, and World War III could have fully happened, and then this could just be like a great little time capsule of what a time before. And if that's the case, then hey, it'll be good again. But if it's good right now, then let the good times roll, baby. Absolute Lee Show. We'll see you later. Love you guys. Bye.